It's now back in session. Gentlemen, Judge Simpson, you may be seated.
Yeah, they're coming with this one.
So.
Excuse me.
This courtroom session starts quietly, but don't let that fool you. What looks like a routine, no contest plea for aggravated assault is already loaded with consequences. The defendant is on probation, the plea carries a potential 1-year sentence, and the judge immediately signals that this decision could unravel much more than just this case. A no contest plea might sound softer than guilty, but legally, it's just as serious. And as you're about to see, the judge is laser focused on making sure this defendant understands exactly how much risk he's taking by saying just 2 words, no contest.
Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kamani Hamilton.
Pass the belts to people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert J. Cole on behalf of Kamani Hamilton. Kamani, state your name for record. Kamani Hamilton.
The court has before it a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of aggravated assault, a 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is on probation with Judge Kuhnke. He's aware of that. Any plea today more than likely will be a violation of that, knowing that he still wants to enter the plea, Your Honor, and that sentencing, we hope to convince Your Honor for a sentence agreement between ourselves, but that's not to be done today.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So you got it.
I do.
State your name.
Kimani Hamilton.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of aggravated assault. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also understand, sir. Well, first of all, I'll ask you, do you understand what a no contest plea is?
It's like not pleading guilty or innocent, right? It's the same as a guilty plea, but you're just not.
Two things about a no contest plea that you need to understand. It first of all means that you're not desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand?
Okay.
We have reviewed the police report. I will take those facts as true to determine whether or not the crime has been committed. You understand that? All right. The other thing that you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you also understand, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Perry in the 15th District Court.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions you have regarding a no contest plea?
No, I'm good.
Basically, no contest plea.
Civil liability.
All right. So, sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Any question regarding any of those rights? Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. By pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
You're giving up right to trial and those rights. Yeah.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
You're not on parole, correct?
No.
You are on probation.
Yes, sir.
You understand, as your counsel has indicated, that your plea in this case could be considered a violation of your probation in that other case.
Yes, sir.
You understand that as such, and if it is considered a violation, you could be sentenced to the maximum allowable under that charge.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Understanding that, you still wish to plead no contest to this charge?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead? Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
All right. Court has been provided and has reviewed Ann Arbor Police Department report for their case number 2533245. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that between the time of my acceptance of your plea of no contest and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, first of all, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and any sentence evaluation or recommendation, the court would no longer be bound by. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have caused this plea?
Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this?
Of course, that's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
September 12th at 8:30.
September 12th, 2025, 8:30. That is before Judge Perry.
Judge, could you note in your record that I'd like to be there for the probation interview? If that,
I can say that, but I don't.
okay, I'll contact the 15th District.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to contact them directly. Found in this case will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Judge. I'll see.
Court does call the case People versus Anjanae Yancey.
Present this for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacy for Ms. Yancey.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Engineer Yancey.
Thank you. I have before me a plea form that indicates that will be pleading no contest to 2 counts of disturbing the peace. Those are misdemeanors punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court costs. Do you understand?
Yes,
Is that a correct statement? And that count 1 would then be dismissed. There's also the agreement that the prosecutor will recommend prosecutors defer. That's the court's entire understanding of the agreement. Is that correct?
That's
Yeah.
correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. May I have her sworn?
Right, and do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes.
State your name.
Engineer Yancey.
All right, ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to 2 counts of disturbing the peace. That is and counsel, I'm a little bit confused by the 2 counts.
And I think that's why.
Yes, Your Honor. An officer and then they're looking at interaction.
Just a second. Okay. Okay. See how you're doing. All right. So, ma'am, it's this court's understanding you're going to plead to 2 counts of disturbing the peace. Both of those misdemeanors punishable by up to 90 days incarceration, a $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
yes,
2 things about it. I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is it first of all means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest these charges. You understand that?
correct.
The second thing you need to understand is that for the purposes of sentencing, the court would treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Correct.
You understand also, ma'am, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Washington in the 14B District Court.
Yes, sir.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea?
Civil liability.
All right. Ma'am, to the charge of disturbing the peace contained in count 2, how do you plead?
No contest.
To that same charge as contained in count 3, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes,
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No,
Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as other rights, as well as all the rights on that form.
yes. My lawyer explained it to me.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation?
No,
Are you on parole?
no,
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
no,
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
no.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes,
and of your own free will.
yes.
All right. The court has been provided parts of a report. And I will also say, counsel, while I was provided certain pages, I don't have the.
Hold on. Your Honor, may I?
Assuming it's a Washington County Sheriff's Office report.
Yeah.
Well, I have their case number of 25-31032. Is that correct?
I just gave it to the
Yes, Your
officer.
Honor. You want to-
Sorry.
301.
Thank you.
Based upon the review of that court would, there is no objection to the court having reviewed that report, is that correct?
No, no objection.
All right. Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there is a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of these offenses. And I should put it this way, the theory under which I would be accepting these 2 counts is one that has been stated by the prosecutor and defendant. The court could also accept the higher charges to 2 counts of resisting and obstructing and accept those pleas to those charges as a basis for the lower charges. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation in the case. You understand that?
Yes.
And you also understand that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea.
Yes.
You understand that? All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, pleas, threats, or other inducements which have caused this?
No, I'm not.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's pleas to counts 2 and 3?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense agrees.
Court will accept the defendant's no contest pleas to counts 2 and 3, finding a sufficient factual basis contained in the report. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14B probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
September 25th at 10 a.m.
September 25th, 2025, 10 a.m. That is before Judge Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ryan Michael Carter Price.
Can I spell this with you?
Price.
Ryan Carter Price. All right, thank you. Let me see. All right, just give time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
You guys ready?
You may call your first witness.
Your Honor? And we're going to call Logan, correct?
All right. Please come forward to be sworn.
Please take a seat, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony about to give to you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yeah. Your first and last name for the record, please.
So Logan correct. Logan Algeria, correct, RRATD.
Gotcha. You may inquire.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. How are you employed?
Michigan University Police Department,
In what capacity?
police officer,
How long have you been in that position?
since February of this year.
Have you have prior employment experience as a police officer?
Yes.
And where were you a police officer before?
Burlington,
How long were you a police officer in Burlington, Vermont?
2 years.
Do you have prior law enforcement experience before that? Were you employed with the Eastern Michigan University Police Department on July 27th, 2025?
Yes.
What shift were you working that day? You don't recall. Were you working around 1900 hours?
Yes.
What time is that? If non-military time, what time is that? All right. Did you come into contact with anybody who's currently in the courtroom on that date in the course of your shift?
Yes.
Who did you come into contact with?
Ryan.
Do you see the person you know to be Ryan Carter Price in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you identify him for me based on where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
He's the already. Or you want to say top white on the shirt?
Your Honor, may the record reflect when they identify the defendant?
Record shows will reflect without objection.
On July 27th, around 1944 hours, what were you doing on your shift?
control.
And when you are performing a routine patrol, are you in any kind of vehicle?
Yes, ma'am. Police patrol vehicle.
What does it mean to be a fully marked vehicle?
And there's vehicle police identifiers, light bar. Yes.
Where were you when you were conducting this routine patrol?
Right street in city of Ypsilanti.
Is that in Washtenaw County,
Yes.
state of Michigan?
Yes.
What did you observe when you were patrolling on Rice Street in the city of Ypsilanti around 1944 hours on July 27th, 2025?
There been 2011 Chevrolet Impala bearing Michigan registration by UPZ 55 in front of me with a red tail light covered in red duct tape.
What did you do next?
We and Secretary of State query on my patrol vehicle computer.
You looked at the plate?
Yes.
What did you learn about that vehicle from looking up the plate?
There's no automobile insurance and it was registered to Ryan for price.
What happened next?
I observed the Secretary of State photographic query for the Barbara Ryan for price. Then I subsequently performed a motor vehicle stop.
When you started to perform your traffic stop, what happened?
The vehicle and after it initially pulled over.
After the vehicle pulled over, what did you do?
I made contact with the operator on the passenger side and was unsuccessful.
When you say you attempted to make contact on the passenger side, do you mean you went to the passenger side to make contact with the operator?
Yes.
How many occupants were in the vehicle?
One.
Where was that person seating?
Operator.
And who was that person?
Ryan.
The defendant?
Yes.
What happened when you went up to the passenger side of the vehicle to make contact with the driver, the defendant?
He was only to roll down his window to facilitate a conversation.
Did he have it open at all for you?
No.
And when you made contact with him at the passenger side, what were you asking him for?
On that side, I was only asking him to roll down the window so we could have a conversation and discuss the traffic stop.
Did he?
Yeah.
What happened next?
I moved to the driver's side.
And what happened when you got to the driver's side?
I asked him to roll down his operating window because he had their rear passenger window down, maybe a third of the way. He was unwilling to comply with that. And I asked him, I identified myself as an East Michigan University Police Department police officer, gave him the reason for the stop, and asked him for his driver documentation.
What does the driver documentation include?
Insurance and registration.
Did he provide those materials to you? What happened?
He told me why my stop was unjustifiable.
After he told you why your stop was not justified, what happened after that?
I didn't make any effort to acquire the documentation I requested, and due to his lack of compliance up to that point, I ordered him out of the vehicle.
Did he exit the vehicle? What did he do?
He continued to ramble, something to the effect I don't recall, so I issued a second order to exit the vehicle.
What did he say after you gave him a second order to exit the vehicle?
He continued rambling about the stop.
After that, did you say or do anything else?
Started to reach for the gear shifter of his motor vehicle.
How do you know he was reaching for the gear shifter?
I watched him serve his right arm or right hand closer to the gear shifter.
What happened when he got his hand on the gear shifter?
He
What happened next?
fled from the traffic stop.
After he drove away from the traffic stop, do you recall what road he was operating on?
Yes, on River Street.
Do you know the speed limit on River Street?
Posted us 25 miles per hour.
25 miles per hour. After he fled the traffic stop on River Street, what did you do?
I got back in my patrol vehicle to maintain a visual on him.
Did you do that?
Yes, sir.
How?
I attempted to catch up to him, but he was operating at too high a rate of speed.
Did you call out that you were pursuing him?
Yeah.
Did anyone come to help?
Unbeknownst to me at the time, yes, there was an Islamic sergeant behind me.
And eventually, were you able to locate the defendant in the vehicle?
Yes.
What happened? What happened after he fled and you were basically chasing him?
During that period of
Yeah.
time,
Let's start with the chase. What happened after he took off and you were following him?
he formed an illegal U-turn from southbound on River Street to northbound on River Street. And he pursued a hybrid race speed through a Dairy Queen parking lot. It was very positive day, and I took pedestrian traffic throughout that parking lot.
So as he's driving through the Dairy Queen parking lot, there's people in that parking lot?
I observed, yeah, some people.
What happened next?
He pulled out onto East Michigan Ave and eastbound at a higher continued high rate of speed.
At any point, did you activate your sirens?
Yeah.
Why?
To clear the intersection for restriction.
What happened after you activated your sirens and he was going on East Michigan Avenue?
He continued to flee from it.
Did he ever stop?
No.
When did the vehicle come to arrest?
Previous question. I mean, he did eventually stop, yes.
How far did he go before he stopped? How much further did he go after he got onto East Michigan Avenue?
He went on 3 additional streets.
What were those streets?
Prospect Street, Boss Street, and Grove Street.
When did he stop, or where did he stop is a better question.
The red line on Grove Street.
When he got to the red line on Grove Street, what happened next?
Boxed himself in and left himself nowhere to go due to environmental factors, not fence in front of him. So I began to pull up behind him.
Why would you pull up behind him?
He had committed a criminal act.
Were you attempting to stop, like box him in so he couldn't drive away?
Yes.
What happened after you pulled up behind him?
He went for the metal fence and I went to reposition myself appropriately.
Let me be clear. When you say he went toward the metal fence, was he still operating the vehicle at this time or had he exited the vehicle?
He was operating, yes.
So as he's moving the vehicle towards the fence, what do?
I come around from a different side of this vehicle.
What happens next?
He put his vehicle into reverse and ran in front of my vehicle.
After he rammed his vehicle into the front of your patrol vehicle, what happened next?
He attempted to utilize the space in front of him to go forward again.
So he goes to move the car forward?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened next?
His reverse lights come back on again and maybe he was about to ram me a second time.
Did he?
Yes.
Where did,
I suppose I ran him to prevent him from ramming me a secondary time.
how did you do that?
After I knew he was going to hit me a second ago, I moved my vehicle forward into him.
To decrease that distance?
Yes. Accelerate the vehicle.
After the second reversing, what happened next?
He immediately exited the vehicle, started closing all the distance between us before I even was able to exit my vehicle, and he was screaming irately.
What was he screaming, if you recall?
Some of what I recall is the effect of kill me, shoot me, tase me.
What did you do when he was closing the distance between the two of you, screaming those things?
I drew my car.
Did you exit your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
When you drew your firearm and exited your vehicle, what happened next?
I began issuing verbal commands.
What were you telling him to do?
To the effect of get on the ground.
Were you eventually able to take him into custody?
Yes.
At any point, did you have to, did you reholster your firearm and get out your taser?
Yes, ma'am.
When did that happen?
After unless I recall, he eventually got on his knees and I created space between us. So I switched over to my taser.
Yes.
This is where the pressure peaks. The judge makes it unmistakably clear. This plea doesn't exist in a vacuum. Because the defendant is already on probation, this new case could trigger a violation and expose him to the maximum penalty on the prior case as well. That's a double-edged sword many defendants underestimate. A no-contest plea avoids admitting guilt on the record, but for sentencing and probation purposes, it's treated exactly the same as guilty. The judge is carefully building a record here, ensuring there's no confusion later. So here's the question for viewers. Would you still take this plea knowing it could reopen an entirely different case?
Officer Perret, this Red Lion, where is that located?
I don't know the exact.
It's in?
Cross-examination.
Yeah.
So Officer Pratt, taking you back to the date in question, you said during your testimony that this was around 7:44 a.m. or p.m. And what was the condition outside at that time?
I don't know the exact one. Daylight, dry.
And my client, when you pulled in behind Mr. Carter Price, did you see where he was coming from?
Initially?
Yes.
Yes.
And where was that?
He was coming from the parking lot off of Rice Street.
And what is that parking lot attached to?
Rice Street.
I understand that. Is it a parking lot for a hotel, for a 7-Eleven? Is it?
Dedicated purpose.
Okay.
Public permit facility.
And he comes out of the parking lot. You pull directly behind him immediately from exiting the parking lot?
I don't pull behind him at all.
Okay, so he pulls in front of you. And this is as he's exiting the parking lot.
Yes.
Okay, so which way does he turn coming out of the parking lot?
Perfect.
And as he turns right, your vehicle is parked facing him?
Not perfect at all. Motion.
Okay, so you're on the road driving.
Yes.
Were you at a stoplight?
No.
So did he cut you off?
No.
Okay. So he just pulls out in front of you. Everything seems fine except for the fact that he has a red tape on the brake light.
Yes, protective equipment.
Okay. And at which point, because of that, you go ahead and just run his plate?
Yes.
Okay. So you pull him over eventually, correct?
Yes.
And then you pull him over because of these two infractions. True?
Yeah, I pulled him over from lack of automobile insurance and defendant.
Okay. So you pull him over for those reasons. You approach going to which side first, the driver's side or passenger side? And when you get over to the passenger side, he rolls his window down.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do when he doesn't roll that window down? Okay. When he comes to the driver's side, does he roll his window down?
Yeah.
Okay. And in talking to you, do you come to learn that his windows are broken? Does he tell you?
His operator side window, solely his window, he claims is broken, yes.
Okay. So he says that's broken. What do you do once you find out that that's broken?
I asked him for his driver documentation
From the passenger window.
from the rear operator side window, which he has down about a third of the way.
Okay. So he's able to roll down that window about a third of the way. Okay.
I don't know if he did roll it down. It was down a third of the way. Though.
Okay. So it's rolled down a third of the way. And so you use that window now to talk to him.
To attempt to, yes.
Okay. And he does talk to you. True?
He talks at.
Okay. He talks at you. And while he's talking at you, he's questioning what's going on, correct?
He's not questioning. No, he's commanding my stuff.
Okay. So you don't ever tell him why you pulled him over?
No. He don't want to pull me over.
Okay. And so he's talking to you and he's telling you why he thinks that's inappropriate. What is he telling you about that?
I don't know.
Okay. And so if he's telling you that he believes the stop is inappropriate. At this point, because he won't roll down his window all the way, is there some law that says he has to roll the window down all the way? To your knowledge?
That's my knowledge.
Okay. So he won't roll the window down all the way. And at which point you indicate you start to become concerned because he doesn't like being stopped, correct?
With additional factors, that is a reason for concern, yes.
Okay. And so at some point you ask him to step out of the car.
I would think, yes.
Okay. So you order him to step out of the car, and you're ordering him to step out of the car because he wouldn't roll the window down all the way?
That's partially why, yes.
Okay. And again, is not rolling the window down all the way unlawful?
No.
Okay. And so, and there's no law against that.
Judge, asked and answered.
Sustained.
That's fair. So you ask him to roll the window down all the way. You indicate that that made you suspicious of him and asked him to get out of the car, even though it's, again, not unlawful, correct?
No, I've indicated several times that there was additional factors.
Okay. And you're saying that he's in the car, he's moving around, correct?
Yes.
And it doesn't appear to you that he's moving around to find a license or a registration or insurance, correct? But he's reaching over. What type of moving around is he doing that leads you to believe he's not going to look for those things?
He has his hands in the air, which is generally not where it is.
Okay, so his hands are up in the air, but he's posing a threat because his hands are in the air.
I can say it's
I'm asking, okay, so you want him to come out of the car. Why do you want him to come out of the car?
for safety concerns.
So threat,
Sure.
hands in the air, and we consider that a threat. So what's he upset with you for asking him to get out the car?
I don't know what he was experiencing at the time.
Okay, so he's in the car, he's moving around, hands in the air, but you are feeling officer safety is at issue
In addition to him screaming at me.
while his hands are in the car.
In addition to the tinted windows and a lack of rolling the windows down.
Okay, so tinted windows are threatening?
Tinted windows obscure my visibility in the vehicle, which doesn't safety concern.
Okay, so front windows, are they tinted to the extent of being unlawful?
I don't know. I didn't meet around.
Okay. So at some point, you're asking him to get out of the car for officer safety with his hands already being raised, back window down, and he is questioning the validity of the stop. Is that accurate?
I don't recall if those things were happening simultaneously at that point.
Okay. And then, are you saying anything? Do you ask him to get out of the car with his hands visible to you?
No, it's vehicle.
You order him to exit his vehicle, so you're just simply saying get out of the car?
I want to get that vehicle, yes.
Okay, so what words are you using when you order him to get out the vehicle?
I don't recall the specific verbiage.
Okay, so are you saying it like, hey, Mr. Carter, can you get out the car for me, please?
No, Jack, I said he doesn't recall.
I'm asking the tonality of it. Say it again, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection. You can rephrase.
What tone were you using when you asked him to get out of the car? So you're in full uniform,
Yes,
kind of dressed like you are today?
yes,
Okay. You have a squad car,
yes,
fully marked squad car?
yes,
Okay, with the bumper thingy on the front?
yes,
Okay. And my client, is he, you approach his window on the passenger side?
yes.
You come around to the driver's side. Where are your hands when you're doing this?
I don't know.
Are your hands on your weapon?
I don't know.
And then at some point, my client pulls off, correct? Then this would be after you ask him to get out the car.
Order them, yes.
Okay. Asked, ordered. Okay. After you gave this command, can we use the word command? That's when he decided that he drove off. Is that fair? Yes?
Yes.
So prior to this, he was there, he was talking to you. Okay. While you were commanding him to do things.
In totality, or
You said you were giving him commands to roll down the window, command to get out of the car, command to provide you with items, correct? Yes? No?
say again?
You were giving him commands, correct? I can use the word you like. You were giving him orders.
I'm fine.
Okay. Were you giving him orders?
Yes.
Okay. Now, at some point, the vehicle does come to a stop, correct? He gets out the car, correct?
Where are you at in time? Then?
After the car stopped. Car comes to a stop.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about before or after he decided to take off?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, because we got confused with the order. So you've given him orders and he pulls off, correct?
Yes.
At some point, the car comes to a stop, correct?
Eventually.
Eventually, it comes to a stop. And he gets out the car, correct?
He opens the door. I don't know. He doesn't get out. No.
He doesn't get out the car?
No.
You testified that once he stopped the car, he gets out the car.
I'm confused as to where you're at. Are you at the very end right now?
I'll be more specific. So you're giving commands, correct?
Yes.
The client does not, according to you, honor those commands, correct?
This is the initial traffic.
At the initial traffic start. We're coming back to that.
Yes.
And then you say he pulled off, correct? He drove away from you.
Speed.
Okay.
Yes.
So he drove away from you, correct?
Yes.
At some point, that driving stopped. Yes?
Yes.
And at some point, does he get out of the car?
Yes.
Okay. So he gets out the car, correct?
Yes.
Once he gets out the car, does he say stuff to you?
Yes.
And what is he saying?
The effect of kill me, shoot me, tase me.
Did he appear to be mentally sound at that time?
Speculation.
Sustained.
Your Honor, his whole testimony is speculation, but okay, let's
No,
stop.
it's not. Don't even try to put that on the record.
I won't, Your
Ask
Honor.
your next question.
I will ask my next question. So at that point, you said, how many years have you been an officer for? And during that time frame, is it common for somebody to get out the car and ask for you to shoot them? Is it common?
No.
Is it common for them to yell, "Tase me"?
No.
Okay, so at this point, he's acting different than your usual stop, correct?
Not at that point. I'd say the moment he fled from my stop, he was acting unusual. Yes.
Have you ever arrested anybody for fleeing and eluding before?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of this particular fleeing and eluding, when you do catch up with him, is he acting like your typical defendant or arrestee?
I would say yes.
Okay, so by yelling, "Kill me," "Tase me," all this stuff, that is what they typically do?
You look at the specifics, the abnormal behavior is typical, yes.
Okay, so in this particular case, he's yelling things at you that you don't typically hear. Correct? You just said it wasn't typically what you hear.
Okay.
I'm asking, is that what you just said?
Yes.
Were you concerned for him at this time or no?
In what capacity?
As far as his actual capacity to understand the gravity of what was going on? Did you have any concerns about that?
My concern was my safety at the time.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
This hearing captures the full spectrum of courtroom justice: calculated plea decisions, the weight of probation consequences, and intense scrutiny of police conduct during a chaotic stop. Judge Simpson ensures every plea is knowing and voluntary, while the later testimony highlights how quickly routine encounters can spiral into life-altering charges. The broader lesson here is powerful words spoken in court and actions taken on the street both carry irreversible consequences. Justice isn't just about outcomes. It's about process, accountability, and clarity at every step. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.